What is happening, Hexkins? I thought I would play this first because it's probably the only Hex related content that we're going to see in this particular stream, because afterwards we're going to be covering some other stuff going on in the world. Again, this is just one Hexkins effort to try and make the world a better place. Now let's play this one. I will just check if I've got desktop audio. Here's an open bet to all Hex haters out there, so if you don't like me, if you don't like Hex, if you don't like someone in the Hex community, bring it. Put your money where your mouth is. Here's an open bet.
Want to bet me
that again?
Yeah, if any Hex haters want to bet me that Hex price will be down from where it is today at the end of 2023, I would like to make at least a six-figure bet with somebody prominent that dislikes Hex.
6 figures. There we go. I thought I'll put it in the comments in that particular stream. So yeah, anyone can go back and yeah, if people don't believe in the Hex product, whatever they want to call it, then we got fireworks. Wait 1 second, stream. What's happening, Teen Top? Just had some fireworks in the background. Dog is going nutty. I was just playing. There they go. So where was I? Yeah, so there's an open bet. Well, if someone wants to take the other side of that bet, if they don't believe in Hex, I always forget, is it a product or a project? One of the two, whichever one it is, look it up. Now, we have... we happen to use fireworks. It's weird though, the fireworks are going off and it's not even midnight. What the fuck? So I thought I'd put the background in because the crypto market, the economy, everything's on fire. Everything's fine, you know. Anyway, regarding Assange. Now, editors and publishers of the 5 million organizations who partnered with Julian Assange on the Cablegate published 12 years ago, and New York Times, The Guardian, Le Monde, El Paris, and Der Spiegel call for his release. Hashtag free Assange now. Now, I do not disagree with that. I don't think Assange did anything wrong. Now, we've got publishing is not a crime. Media groups urge US to drop Julian Assange charges. First outlets to publish WikiLeaks material, including The Guardian, come together to oppose prosecution. So I thought, well, where are we actually at with the whole Julian Assange thing? We have the Julian Assange, a timeline of WikiLeaks founder case, and yeah, basically it breaks down further here. He's currently jailed in the UK. So to this day, after everything that took place, I'm not going to go through all the timeline. You can do that if you want, but yeah. So I thought this would be context in relation to what's going on with Andrew Tate, or as people call him, Top G. Now, we saw what happened with Julian Assange, whereby, where is it? Reportedly, do I even say this? What I'll do, I'll play this in an unofficial manner in regards to InfoWars, their analysis on the actual whole Andrew Tate thing, and reference to Julian Assange as well. So have a listen.
Last year, there was a criminal investigation. He came in for questioning. They did the investigation. They found that he had not done this to these women, that he'd had some big parties at his house with the people's boyfriends that were there, and that some of these women were political operatives and that they had just made up stuff, made up things. And so if you look on the record, he got brought in April of this year. So he got brought in 10 months ago, 9 months ago, and they found, okay, there's no evidence here. They also raided his houses then, got his computers, everything, found nothing. And then as soon as he's number one in the world, as soon as Greta Thunberg comes after him and he destroys her, boom, he gets SWAT team raided. And I've talked to his lawyer. I've talked to folks close to him, and they said there's nothing there. We're not even worried. The Romanians have already investigated him. None of this is true. And I said, I wouldn't be so sure. He's about to get the Julian Assange treatment. And they told me, they said, we'll know in about 2 hours. And that was about an hour and a half ago. Well, the way Romania works is they're either going to release him after 24 hours, that's in about an hour, or 30 minutes from now or so, or they're going to hold him for 30 days. Andrew Tate. I've gotten to know him over the last 5 years or so. We've hung out a few times, had dinner. He's been on the show. Very gentlemanly, very nice. I've been out to dinner with him and his brother and my wife several times. And he told me about people trying to set him up and all the BS. He has no criminal record. His dad's former world chess champion. He's a 3-time heavyweight champion. Very, very calculated. Very, very in control of himself. I don't get any bad vibes off of Andrew. I know that he and his brother with cam girls reportedly made over $100 million. If you check even with law enforcement, it's not cam girls where you see the trafficking going on. I don't really agree with it. I don't really like it. I didn't even really know he was into that till after I knew him for a few years. But that's where he made a lot of his wealth. So he's definitely a G when it comes to that. But he's just a guest on the show because I think he's a well-spoken person and has become the most Googled person in the world. And I've definitely been reaching out to his viewers and listeners who are into male empowerment. I want to take them to the next level, understanding the globalists are targeting male empowerment and trying to destroy it. And then you understand the whole New World Order. So, that said, I go on CNN, I go on ABC News, I go on Japanese TV, I go on Russian TV, I go on Mexican TV, I go on Brazilian TV, and I've gone on his show. He's been on my show. I do not believe this story is true. I've heard about this report for over a year. He told me about it. And it is the girl's boyfriend that filed this report. And then what they did, just like with Julian Assange, is they went and talked to other women. And you read what they're claiming he did and the supposed charges they want, and it just doesn't fit. And so there was the one video of him spanking his girlfriend. She came out and said, I asked him to do that. It was a joke video. It wasn't like punching her in the face. And so the point is, this is a hit job. He came out against Greta Thunberg. And 24 hours later, when it was the top story in the world, he was raided by the police in Romania. Stay with us. All right, I have talked to Andrew Tate's lawyer, and I've got the inside scoop on what's really going on, not just from Andrew Tate, talking to him the last few years. We talk on the phone on a routine basis. And coming up at the bottom of the hour, I'll give you the inside scoop on what's going on with he and his brother Tristan being arrested in Romania at their home, and the supposed charges they're talking about trying to levy against him. And of course, I can tell you that it's completely, absolutely, totally made up. Andrew Tate is well known for being neurotic about not breaking the law, about being neurotic about knowing they're trying to set him up. And it's well known that people try to start fights with him and stuff. You know what Andrew Tate does? He walks away. And so I know his MO. He was not trafficking women and all this crap, but they know how to come after us for the things that we've been exposing that they've been doing with the deep state with children and everything else. So it's the same way they got Julian Assange. 2 really hot women picked him up at a bar, and he went home with them. It turned out they worked for the CIA, sex operatives. It happens to me all the time. I was at a business meeting. They were obviously tracking us. And just about a month ago, and this woman just came over, demanded that I go out with her, demanded I leave with her, followed us out the car, everything else. And it's just all a total setup, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's very, very dangerous to be fighting the New World Order if you are promiscuous or not married, because they will set you up. And Julian Assange, 10 years later, still locked up with no real trial. And the deep state admits they orchestrated the whole thing. CIA operatives had sex with him and then claimed the condom broke, so it was rape. And then later it came out 5 years after that they were Central Intelligence Agency sex operatives. You ought to see the drug company reps. My dad's been a dentist for a long time, and I have friends and family that are medical doctors. And I was in a medical clinic about 2 years ago, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I see this drug rep woman walk in who was so beautiful that she just radiated sexiness and feminine power. And I sat there. They had me in a little side clinic deal. I was getting some antibiotics. I had an infection on a cut on my leg, and they were dressing it and fixing it and stuff. And I'm sitting there for about 10 minutes listening to her sell that clinic to up their prescriptions of certain drugs. So I just went to one of these big clinics and walked in. I'd never been there. And I'm sitting there with the door open, watching her and just seeing that manipulation. Well, imagine the women the CIA has, ladies and gentlemen. And so that is where this world is. And they put sex operatives on me all the time. I told the story of the Russians put 2 of them on me 2 different times in New York. And they were just point blank, beautiful blondes. And they were like, we like Putin, you like Putin, we go to a hotel room with you, both times. And then I'd be like, no. Then there'd be like a Russian guy step up, an older guy. Do you want stocks, bonds? You come to Miami, we give you money, Putin like you. So it's the same thing over and over again. I've had the CIA try to recruit me. I've had the Kissinger group try to recruit me in front of the producer, John Harmon. He's a witness to that. And I'm not up here just rattling this off to try to sound cool. People need to know, when you're fighting the New World Order, it is a James Bond movie for real. Like in the James Bond movies, there's always a hot chick trying to pick him up, and then she tries to kill him in the bedroom. That happens a lot. A lot of people get killed by sex operatives. So you know what goes on with Alex Jones? Happily married, and the zipper is up. But Andrew Tate's 36 years old, former 3-time heavyweight kickboxing world champion, and he has been set up bigger than Dallas. Because he told me about it, and I know the inside baseball, and I know other sources in the UK. This is British intelligence, MI6, at the behest of the WEF and the Bilderberg Group. He already got investigated for this stuff a year ago. He went to the police station in April. They cleared him of anything. And now you see, with the same allegations, the SWAT team raid, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we know how the devil got Adam to eat the apple. It was with Eve. And the story just continues on over and over again. So we should pray for Andrew and Tristan because they're politically incorrect. And he is reaching, I'll be conservative about this. The numbers are about 400 million men ages 25 and younger and down into teenagers. I mean, all they talk about in middle school and high school is Andrew Tate. And he's talking about the New World Order. He's talking about the globalists. He's talking about Alex Jones. He's talking about, all these things, and they just can't stand it. So there you go, straight to jail. Now, I said I'd give you the inside baseball on that at the bottom of the hour, but now I'll do it in the last segment of this hour because I got other stuff to hit, and I care about, what's happening to Andrew because they tried to set me up the same way. I remember about 2.5 years ago, I was sitting in Trump Hotel, and I was sitting there with the Fox News host drinking at the counter at the bar. And these 2 good-looking women came over, and I instantly, the place was empty, it was like midnight, I instantly went, okay, those are sex operatives. I could tell just, they probably had like PhDs, they were probably psychologists, CIA, that volunteered for the mission. They started talking. They said, we want to go to your hotel room about 3 minutes in the conversation. We want to have sex with you right now. And I said, oh, yeah, I want to go to prison today. I said, you guys are ridiculous how obvious you are. I said, so what, you both got psychology degrees, right? You went to Langley and you think you're real cool and everything. You're going to be, and they started getting so mad and turning red going, no, what's that? We just like you. We just want to go to your room with you. And I was sitting there with the Fox News host. Who'd already brought this hot blonde along himself. I don't think he was part of it. But I said, well, I'm going to bed. Those girls had left. He said, well, hey, I brought this girl for you. And I said, wow, you guys are all spies, man. And I said, good night. I go get in bed about 12:30 at night. The fire alarm gets pulled. Then it gets pulled again. And I'm sitting there, down there at the bar. I go back down there, and those damn women are there again. I just laughed at them. But they were on a mission. They were so angry. They were supposed to get me in that room and say I raped them. So they got a witness. Same thing they did to Julian Assange. Like I'm an idiot. I'm a married man. But the point is, that's how crooked this thing is. And I'll get to Andrew Tate, start of the next hour. I've talked to his lawyer. I'll give you the inside baseball. Because it's bigger than Andrew Tate. But that's how serious this world is. That's how real this is. I've known who Andrew Tate's been for about 6 years, 7 years. He's been friends with Paul Watson, very close friends, since he was one of the contestants in 2016 on Big Brother. And so I got to talking to Andrew then, sort of getting him on as a guest. Thought he was really smart, knew he was the already a world champion kickboxer at the time. He went on to get several more titles. And so he started coming to Texas sometimes. He'd come on the show. We'd go out to dinner. Very gentlemanly, very, very nice. And I didn't learn until a couple years ago that he made over $100 million with cam girls. And that's not my business, and I don't really, support that type of thing. But what he was doing was legal. And then as he got more and more right-wing and more populist and started shifting into that and moving away from that business, they began to come after him because he became the #1 Google person in the world and had conservatively 300 to 500 million, the numbers vary, of men 25 and younger down into adolescence. We're talking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds watching him. He knocked it out of the park. With a key demographic of young men about being tough, about being strong, about being successful, about being an alpha male. And yeah, I mean, sitting there smoking cigars like Hugh Hefner and driving around in Ferraris is not really my cup of tea. I like fast cars, they're great, but I'm not a conspicuous consumer, as they say, and I'd rather spend my money towards total war against the New World Order. But that said, a flamboyant type they didn't like. And so last year, there was a criminal investigation. He came in for questioning. They did the investigation. They found that he had not done this to these women, that he'd had some big parties at his house with the people's boyfriends that were there, and that some of these women were political operatives and that they had just made up stuff, made up things. And so if you look on the record, he got brought in April of this year. So he got brought in 10 months ago, 9 months ago, and they found, okay, there's no evidence here. They also raided his houses then, got his computers, everything, found nothing. And then as soon as he's #1 in the world, as soon as Greta Thunberg comes after him and he destroys her, boom, he gets SWAT team raided. And I've talked to his lawyer. I've talked to folks close to him, and they said there's nothing there. We're not even worried. The Romanians have already investigated him. None of this is true. And I said, I wouldn't be so sure. He's about to get the Julian Assange treatment. And they told me, they said, we'll know in about 2 hours. And that was about an hour and a half ago. Well, the way Romania works is they're either going to release him after 24 hours. That's in about an hour, or 30 minutes from now or so, or they're going to hold him for 30 days. And if they hold him, it means they're charging him with this whole laundry list of things. And look, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if he's guilty of any of this. Maybe I'm a little jaded. Maybe I'm a little discriminatory in that I have had people that I've never met. And I've not made a big deal about this on air because it's a distraction. But I've had women that I've never met file criminal charges on me and say that I raped them and that I had babies with them. I've had women in California, New York, and Louisiana do it over the years. Women, I don't even know who they are. We also had somebody 6 months ago, and the Travis County folks talked to my lawyer. It was off record, but they said, no, Alex can talk about this. I never really talked about it. I mentioned it briefly. But obviously, he wouldn't say what investigator they talked to, but it was a senior person in Travis County. That's where it got filed. Not Austin, but through the courts in Travis County. Somebody got in to the Travis County computers. And by the way, they did this in more than 10 other counties. So this is CIA or groups like that. And because they've never seen this before. In fact, I'm told there's an FBI investigation about it. I mean, this is a big deal, folks. And filed criminal arrest warrants for Alex Emmerich Jones, yours truly, for torture and rape of children in multiple states, including Washington State. Now, that's next level swatting, where you call up on a computer line, they can't tell where you are, and you say, I'm at Steve Bandon's house, and there's a man with a gun shooting people. That's happened to Steve a bunch. It's happened to me a bunch. I never really talk about it, but we've been swatted repeatedly. To the point where the police just know, yeah, there's a shooting in Alex Jones's house. There's dead bodies at Alex Jones's house. Or Alex Jones has a woman kidnapped in his house. I got 3 visits by the police on that one. They even went to my parents' house once because the person gave them that address. So that's the type of fun and games that go on. And they still, last time I heard, because my lawyer was questioning me for Travis County. We have questions for Jones. Do you have any idea who's doing this? Does he have any idea who this could be? No. How are they doing this? I want to explain something. They got into the central docket in multiple counties and filed arrest warrants to Washington State for the Travis County Sheriff's Department to arrest me for kidnapping and torturing and raping children. So I'm a little bit suspicious when I see this happen to other people that are prominent like I am. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. The good news is they've done it so much, I'm in all the police files as... The problem is if somebody does rob my house or attack, the cops probably won't even come. They'll probably think it's made up because they keep crying wolf over and over again trying to get me and my family killed. So that's what's going on, folks. That's the level of the dirty tricks they're pulling. We'll be right back. People, you like living, you like your electricity turning on, you like your wife and kids being alive, your husband being alive, your mom, your dad being alive. You like living, folks. You better start getting active and start praying as well. And better start supporting outlets that tell the truth. And I'm not bitching and complaining, but we are literally in a toe-to-toe battle on the verge of winning. But all you've got to do is buy the product.
All right, I think I'll skip this part. I think he covered what he wanted to cover. The rest might have been a plug for some of his supplements, I think. Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. So, next thing is... Where is it? Yeah, so I guess he went over in context, I guess, strange things you could say, similar to what happened to Julian Assange. Potentially, I guess, might be happening to Andrew Tate, get reportedly. So I guess the next thing we would do, this appeared as well. This is just, you know, another parody account, you know, saying Neo's been arrested by the Matrix. Purely an image. Now, we have here, I guess, this is worth covering as well, because in relation to, I guess, the exclusive, which dropped before everyone else, basically, the scoop, December 30 at 2 p.m. that time. I think it's Austin, Texas. Now, here, this dropped 12:45 p.m., which was about 10 hours ago. So about 10 hours behind, or 8 hours behind the initial scoop. It has here that Andrew Tate remained detained in Romania for 30 days after arrest over rape, human trafficking allegations. It says reportedly Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan will remain detained in Romania for 30 days after being arrested over human trafficking allegations. Now, this again then breaks down what took place from their sources. Yeah, so I might just put the link into the comment section down below, and then if you want, you can have a look, because it's pretty much everything else that you've been seeing on the mainstream media. Now, this, I went through, had a look myself. This article here was derived from the Sun, so we pull that back through here. So I went to this article as well. This one was released, when was this released? December 30, so it's a little bit after. But again, this is the same data they've just like reproduced. Well, this is the original, the other article just reproduced this one, basically 30 days. And as I mentioned before in the clip, what could take place. Now, yeah, I just hope everything comes out and he's not, you know, punished for however many years Assange has been punished for with still no real trial, because that would kind of suck, you know, and especially around New Year's. A lot of people may not care, may not be paying attention, especially with New Year celebrations and everything like that. But yeah, so I thought I'd just point that out, that Assange is still, you know, yet to be put to trial, and that's what, 12 years ago, and hopefully that sort of thing doesn't happen to Andrew Tate and his brother. Obviously, if there were things that were illegal that took place, then the law should deal with that accordingly, similar to Assange. But as we can see here, claims were without basis back in August 2010. So maybe Assange pissed off some agencies or something like that. But moving on from that, this is kind of funny. We have I'll just play it. We all know the FTX stuff, so here's the this is the actual source from this account. I want to give him a follow, but yeah, it's kind of like, reminds me of South Park.
Sorry.
Hi. So I'm SBF, founder and CEO of FTX. My accidental theft of our customers' life savings to create a giant over-leveraged Ponzi slush fund for myself is a tragedy that should have never happened. And to all those affected, I want to say I am deeply sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oops. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm deeply sorry. Heh. Sorry. Oopsie doopsie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Some breaking news in the case against disgraced crypto founder Sam Bankman-Fried. He was just released on $250 million bond.
Sorry.
I thought that was pretty funny. Yes, then I thought maybe the price will hold up for a little bit in relation to Hex, because it's New Year's, maybe some people are out and about, maybe they've already sold, I don't know. But it is dropping, it's down 1.8. So it is what it is, but bring on 2023. Maybe towards the end of 2023. Or mid, I don't know. The price is not looking too good. Now, what was this? Can you stream on Rumble? Because I have a feeling this channel is going to get banned pretty soon and or censored. That's why I like to call it CuckTube. But the next thing I'll cover briefly for you guys, this one here. Now, I thought after the SBF, why not have a look at some so this is a pretty interesting read. So I changed my background, so everything's burning around us, cryptocurrency, the economy, potential wars going on, everything we're already aware of. Now, you'll hear the same top analysts all talk about the same sort of shit. I bet money. Because they're probably right. You know, maybe everyone's reading the same books, who knows. But we have here, whether or not they've read this, I'm not sure. So I will share it with you guys. Thank you for tuning in also, because there's a lot more people than usual. It's very easy to, you know, 100% with lower numbers, you know. The FTX scandal paves the way by Jeffrey Tucker. For months, trying to decide which screen to read off. Now, for months, the warnings have been coming in, almost anecdotally. Sales are down, consumers are getting scared, they're cutting their spending, they are having a hard time paying their bills, and interest rates on credit card debt is out of control. Real income is entering its 20th month of decline. That's insane. High-end spenders are starting to panic. Hence, retail sales from November came in at a 0.6 decline. That's actually a massive move down because it hit venues like Amazon, streaming platforms, and other online shopping more than others. But it is also hurting Main Street too. Profit margins were already thin. Now we have the first signs of this case came several, that's a typo as well, several, I would say, they meant to say several weeks ago, when Amazon started cutting workers before the holidays. That's the first time this has happened, and it suggests that the company had expanded in ways that are completely unsustainable. In that sense, there should have been nothing shocking about this data release. Still, it freaked out the financial markets because the release came the day that Jeremy Powell of the Fed completely rejected again the White House claims that inflation is cooling and that there's good news all around. So Powell is not having it, and for good reason. The consumer price index is still trending towards 7% per annum, increasing while federal rates funds are 4.25%. Yielding negative rates are discouraging savings, which now stand at an astonishing low 2.3%. This means that the Fed has a very long way to go and is attempting to hit 7% by the end of 2023. Damn. We've got an entire year of inflation left to us, so that is why I'm not out celebrating New Year's, because, you know, 2023 is coming, and although the fireworks are pretty cool, we've got an entire year of inflation left to us. And what happens when even the Fed's extreme actions do not fix the problem? That is when we deal with the thing to be dreaded the most in the attempt to create a central bank digital currency, or CBDC. So this is going to be marked as the CBDC section. Now again, this is not conspiracy tinfoil hat. These are pretty good analysts, and yeah, give credit to them. I'm just relaying a message to anyone who cares to listen. Now, FTX and the plot. The more I look at this FTX bit, the more obvious that it was a money laundering scheme from the beginning. The purpose was to find a dark money laundering spigot for Democrats and pandemic money to drive Trump and the Trumpers out of power. That was the whole goal. Alameda research was started in 2019, most likely for that purpose. FTX opened a year later, and they came up with a great little shell game for getting Democrats money. Venture capitalists would push billions of the disheveled kid into the disheveled kid in the Bahamas, who would pretend to invest in his bogus crypto exchange. The money would then move to Alameda. Under the pretext of effective altruism, the money would then be shoveled out of various charities to drum up a pandemic hysteria, and others to feed money back to the Democrats running through offices. That's why both 501c3s and 501c4s got the money. Hundreds of millions, or possibly vastly more money. We are still waiting for firm figures. So yeah, that's what we'll hopefully get in the mainstream media eventually, or some source. The media said, "Oh, look how generous SBF is. Oh sure, it's called a protection racket funded by fraud." The next step was simply to create a pandemic with bad testing, death misclassification, and wild media exaggerations. To make sure that all went well on the media side, FTX gave many millions to ProPublica, Vox, Semaphore, and others. Then they echoed the line that the whole population is threatened by a horrible bioweapon and we need to lock everything down until Trump is out of office. How else do you make sense of it? Does this sound outlandish to you? I ask because it sounds outlandish to me. However, I cannot otherwise make sense of all the facts I have in front of me. Was it designed to collapse? Of that, I'm not sure. But it's hard to believe that anyone believes that this Ponzi scheme in 4D chess could last. Clearly, it could not. The next step is the cover-up. Is of course how to throw Sam Bankman-Fried under the bus. He was kept in the dark most of the time about the crimes being committed precisely so that he would not be able to incriminate anyone else. Okay, so, and of course, before he did so, the Justice Department prosecuted him to give him Fifth Amendment protection. He goes to jail, and then everyone is supposed to forget about it. Meanwhile, his girlfriend is now working for the feds. And there are other players who are on the lam and will likely be left alone, including Nishmad Singh, Sam's former MIT roommate, is said to have built the FTX platform. He seems to have left the Bahamas for India. Also, Zhao Gary Wang is who is co-founder with Sam of FTX and Alameda. He graduated from MIT and worked for Google. Beyond that, hardly anything is known about him. He seems to have left the Bahamas and is reported to be in Hong Kong. There are plenty of whispers out there that Wang is actually CCP. Wouldn't that just complete this crazy, insane circle of corruption and conspiracy? Will we ever find out? Doubtful. Next section, the social credit system. The collapse of FTX, of course, had no impact on Bitcoin or other strong and decentralized tokens out there, but it is profoundly effective in the stablecoins on the market. For more than a year, I've been writing that the whole goal of the government is to crush the stablecoins as competitors to the Fed's money transfer business operations. As of right now, rumors about Binance's supposed troubles are growing. Some powerful players out there are trying to foment a run on the crypto bank. The next step, of course, will be to save them through nationalization and hence take them over to become the basis of the central bank digital currency. This won't happen overnight. It will possibly take years, but let there be no doubt this about the goal. The Biden administration has already endorsed it. All of this is true. We are truly dealing with a level of madness that is without precedent, and this is why I'm so worried about Elon Musk. He has taken over a very powerful communication tool and is allowing a resistance to grow. The attacks on him are growing. If the plot is as big as it seems, he could find himself in some grave trouble in the coming months. Consumers are finally getting the right idea. Now is the time to hunker down, find people you can trust, keep your money safe, and hope we can all weather this storm. I hate to say it, but this coming year is going to be an absolute beast. Regards. Credit to the author of this, which is Jeffrey Tucker, for the Daily Reckoning. Okay. So, there you go, Hexicans. There is some intel on what we're going to be dealing with 2023. I can't wait. And we got 4 minutes, so we'll stay around for the countdown. Maybe play some fireworks or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's the sort of stuff I'm looking at, people. Oh my god. Not cool. So, what do we got? What do we got? Could be some fireworks. Come on, man. Fireworks live. Wonder if I can restream a live stream. That'll be interesting. Concerns over illegal fireworks. Sorry, I should share screen what I'm looking at here. Let's have a look. Looks like some fireworks already going on. We've got 2 minutes left. We'll kick it off, eh? Let's see what's going on. Wonder how much of a delay there is. And is it filled with ads? And we'll get a copyright strike. Streaming a restream. Inception. Not sure where this is.
Attention, if you own or...
Nah, go away, ads. Go away. Maybe we'll do the countdown for Sydney? We try that, eh? Ooh. Oh, hang on. This might have already gone. Real time according to the computers. Computers are always right. We got... What do we got? We got 20 seconds left. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's, Hexicans. From South Australia, that is. Hey! Yay! Happy New Year! Get ready for an absolute bloodbath, I think. But we won't worry about that just at the moment. This fireworks is pretty cool. Man, it's 2023, what the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, the fireworks kicking off now. I wonder if I've actually got Adelaide here. Not sure. Hey, Happy New Year's. This is a replay of Sydney. They've actually got Adelaide. Alright, here we go. Here we go, Hexagons. We actually have footage from South Australia. It'd be funny if there's a live chat. Oh, this is not. This is some fucking scam. Completely. Nah. Sorry, skins. That's not all. Usually Sydney's the best place over the harbour. Never actually watched it myself. Would be cool if they had it. Live, the Adelaide stream that is. You got fireworks up near the backyard. What if we see him? See the Adelaide shit. We are literally a small country town. We can get from one side of the city to the other in like half an hour, not even. It's crazy. Adelaide, Sydney. Fucking hell. It's like all coordinated. It'll take a lot of work. Maybe we twin out this Sunday. Another year, man. Another year. What is Hex gonna do this year? 2023. Ooh, man. I fucking can't wait. I would say, would have said we've hit the low, but we've got our friend the dumper, the giant dumper. So, not sure I can say, you know, it's definitely in yet, but anyway. Happy New Year. Man, I remember so many years I played computer games on New Year's Eve, and I'm pretty sure it was TF2. I was always tempted to jump online, but I don't even think I've got any systems with that game installed. That looks pretty awesome. It'd be pretty funny if you're like an Uber driver and it's like telling you to go across the harbour bridge. So what the fuck? Like if you didn't know you were around the city or something, or the state. Hey, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that looks awesome. I agree with this tweet. Actually, watch the fireworks. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Something soothing about fireworks, you know? Even though they're extremely loud. Doof, doof. Boom. What, with other people or? Man, I don't even know how to play that game. They get like full serious and shit with that mahjong. Like they bet and everything, I've heard. Wonder if there's anything else on. What do we got? I think there was another live stream on, like, I can't remember who was doing it. No, go away, ad.
Here's the twist.
Not sure what this one is. That's Adelaide. Yeah, please 2023, can we please just have a normal year? I wonder if anyone's on a Hex chat. Actually. Please, just a normal 2023. That's all we need. $12. No, which one's that? Is it? Should I look it up now or? I have no idea what that is. I'm a bit scared to type that into the stream. Ah, no. What is that? Does it give you like access or something? Oh, nice. Is it the 12foot.io? Is it legit? It's legit, yeah? Oh, nice. So it indexes it so it like lets you pull up the data. Sorry, pull up the website and you can read it all. That is very cool. Nice. Very nice. I did not know that. They're even on Twitter as well. Building a cleaner web. Nice. I like the sound of that. Oh. Yeah. I remember I was using this website. It's like takes everything out and just shows everything as text. It's like unusable. Like for searching, you know, like the web. So what the fuck? I'll give it a follow anyway. Bring back the internet. Yes, please. Oh my god. Guess why I got you guys here? I can pull up that video about the mobile security. It's insane. It's like you're just being tracked and traced every single way you go. Like literally. The guy goes into all the different the ways it's done. Like, not to like actually do that, but just how it would be done and how it is being done. The only answer is like, don't use a specific type of phone. And it will find my posts. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm streaming. Yeah, I have no idea. It's Inception. It's like chat within a chat. Can I close that? I don't even know, man. I'm just happy news to me. It's just random. I'll like clip it off. Where is this thing, man? I can't find it. God damn it. Post and activity. I like save things on other websites so I can come back to them later, because otherwise I lose track of them all, like literally. Oh my god, where is it? Maybe I didn't put a LinkedIn. I think that's it. I'm not even sure what it was from. From Sydney to Seattle, yeah. It's, you know, it's got like the rolling 24 as the, you know, the times go across the world. It's like Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. I find that funny. I don't know why. This one, disturbing details about phone tracking. The New Year's Eve special, let's play, they say. No, go away. You guys want to see this? I don't know. You could look it up in your own time. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to play the fireworks. Oh, there's an ad. Go away. Maybe I should like play the fireworks and I'll roll the like the guy talking about the phone security. We'll do that.
Sure, people actually have a correct understanding of what a phone does to you and how it is used against you. The typical line, of course, is that I'm not doing anything nefarious. I have nothing to hide. I'm going to state this up front. If this is what you think, then you likely have no sucking idea about what your phone is doing. I want to frame your understanding of the phone tracking problem, and I think the conclusion will be that this is something to be seriously concerned about. There are phone alternatives that do not do what I will describe here, but very few know about them, and I will talk about them at the end. Stay right there. What I will talk about today are the features of a standard smartphone, or what I generally call a normie phone, which are your iPhones and Google Android.
Okay, hang on. I'll engage in chat with them and be like, where is it? Oh, where'd he go? Oh my god, I can't type. Just like troll their chat.
With you and the specific device. Now, to make sure that everything you do is tied up together with this identity, your phone is used by Google and Apple as your two-factor authentication device. In other words, if they want to verify that it is you, they send you a text or notification on your phone. Sounds pretty benign, but what it actually does is tie your...
I should send the link out and get all the hexagons to jump in and just start like ripping into the chat. By hex or ether. Alright, yeah, I gotta type that in. Do you care if you have the phone guys in the background? He's just talking some stuff about like this and that. Why the phones are always... Oh, what the hell? Easy bugs. I wonder if anyone's even moderating that chat. I highly doubt it. Pop the paywall. Bring. That's pretty damn interesting though. That is very cool. Happy New Year's. Never-ending fireworks. That's funny. Man, I wonder like what's going on? It's just so quiet. Not so quiet where the fireworks go on, but yeah. Wow. Nice. Free stuff is cool. Everyone in the chat, Merry Christmas. I mean, Happy New Year. Oh, man. The fuck? That was some weird shit. That's not a bad idea. Go to every single New Year's stream and let them know about Hex. I think you might be onto something there. What do we got? I think buy Hex or eat the bugs. I think that's quote of the night. We'll go back to Sydney. Was this a live stream? Was this a replay? Did they embrace our free speech? Nah, they let it through. They let it through, man. I just don't think anyone's got any fucking capital left. And they're like, crypto, that's that fucking FTX shit. Oh, it's a scam. Oh, subscribers only. Come on, man. See, it's already well past. Oh, that's no fun. I really want to subscribe to them. Yeah. Gotta wait now for some other time zones. I'll subscribe for some fun, why not? Oh, I have to wait a minute. Are you serious? 1 whole minute. I think I should just let this stream roll for a whole year. The New Year stream. Should open up the Hex chat, hey? For lols. Alright. Bye Hex eats bugs. Fucking hell. It reminds me of that. Did you guys see this documentary? And it was like something to do with Anonymous, and they went on some computer game, and you could dress up your character in a certain way. And so a group of people got together, and they all made the character the exact same character, and they flooded the entire game with the fucking shit. I thought it was funny. Well, there is not much happening, Hexians. I'm not sure when the next live stream's coming up. What do we got? It might not be for a while, eh? Yeah. Maybe I'll see if there's anyone in chat. I'll keep trolling this chat. There's like no one in there. Yeah.
Good Guys famous knockout sale is on now. Get $200
What are they dropping ads?
TV. This sold dishwasher.
Alright, I think that is about it. Sorry, that wasn't the best stream. That's all we got, man. That's all we got. Alright, signing out. Thank you everyone for tuning in. But yeah, I tried to put some usable data and information in there. Mix it in with some just, you know, mucking around. And yeah, hopefully 2023 is a little bit better than 2022, seriously. Signing out. Yeah. Pretty sure this time next year might be a little bit different. Might be a little bit different. Because it reminds me of this. This here. Because I wonder if anyone will take up this bet.
Yeah, if any Hex haters want to bet me that Hex price will be down from where it is today at the end of 2023, I would like to make at least a 6-figure bet with somebody prominent that dislikes Hex. So yeah, let the word get out on that. Yeah.
Alright, I'll get the word out on that one, but yeah. Alright, signing out. And Happy New Year.